Welcome back. Yeah, you're right. M Hood discovered. Going to town on an e-bike with no brakes. It's not a matter of just replacing the pads. It's a matter of replacing everything because it's hydraulic. The seals have blown. The pads are gone. The discs are bent. It's a matter of not having the money to replace everything right now. And I need to get to this one store. And my only way today is to just go. Now, I have been riding for a while without brakes out here in the country, in the county, and I've been fine. But I'm headed to town where there's more of this, right? And there's more hills. So this is not a video about how to ride an e-bike without brakes. This is just me documenting what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, how I'm trying to stay safe. Yeah. This is just me doing what I do. Make content. Yeah, you're right. So it's really hot today. It's not bad. Humidity's below 50, but it's like 95 right now and a little windy. It hadn't rained in several days. These people got bees. Well, yeah, they got ducks and geese, chickens too. There's a bird right ahead of us. I can't see for sure if it's a black vulture or a bald eagle, because we have both out here. That lady was happy to wave at me. Here we go. I think that's a black vulture. There's a lot of that out here. A lot of birds, big ones, small ones. A lot of rolling hills too. This is East Texas. Some are really steep, but most of them are gentle, right? Empty. The wind is going to be pretty bad up here because we're on a plateau, up on a hilltop. Yeah. And I'm still up here on that plateau. I wanted to show you this. You can see that the land is going down right here in front of us. And if you look well off into the, I was about to say the future, well off into the distance, you'll see it rising up again. We're looking out across the Sabine River Valley, the river bottoms. So we're up high above it right now. It must be hot because these dogs are usually already up here. Wow, there's a lot of yous. There we go. That house has burn marks. I bet it's burnt out. You see where the fire came out of the ceiling right up at the apex of the roof. It's probably been sitting there a while. So we're really close to 80. It's just right there, right? We're pretty much coming out of county. If not, if we haven't done it, we're about to do it. Here pretty soon we're gonna have the country club on one side and the golf course on the other. And airport. We're coming up on the entrance to the airport up here somewhere. One of the airports. And here's the airport. This is a small provincial airport. I think there's people with private planes and crop dusters here. And there's another airport not too far away that we are not going to go riding by because it is out of the way. But yeah, there's our airport. And there's a historical marker here too. dig the flags. They're not just up because of the holiday. They've obviously been up a good while. Wow. I had no idea our airport was so historically significant, because it's significantly small. I mean, it's not a giant airport. It's the size airport you would expect if you ever expected an airport. And I dig the flags over here the neighbors across the way got. And then we got here, welcome to the Windsor Field, home of the Royal Flying Circus Aviation Museum. There's a museum here too? Wow. It's a shame that everything was closed when I got here, but I had fun just the same. Boy, this wind is still kicking around, and this heat is not doing me any favors. It's making my camera argue and cause me all kinds of grief. But I am still headed in the direction of town with no brakes. I stopped at the airport, made a video there. Let me tell you something. Surprise. It is surprisingly interesting. Yeah, couldn't get them words out. The heat's getting to my head. So, look forward to that. It's surprising how interesting our little airport is. Golf course, and I think this is supposed to be a country club, or is it both? Or are they both the country club? I don't know. I don't really care that much. Gotta know where the hills are and what's at the bottom. Whoa! What did we just run over? It sounded bad. Shortcuts. Mineola Senior Citizens Activity Center is a part of this shortcut. I'm sneaking around a hill is what I'm doing. So I am dumping my momentum by swerving like this because I don't want to blow through this sign. I like the mural. That's new. I used to walk my dogs through here every day when I lived down in town. There's always something different at this property, some different business. As you can see, we are in the historic district. We're in the historic area of Mineola. We're gonna come up here to 80, try to sneak across it. If you're expecting some complicated, long tour of this town, you're not getting it here, but maybe it is complicated, maybe it is long. I don't know how far I am, how deep I am into this video. I've already a good amount here. Dragging the feet. We're just going straight to the store, so it's just a tour of the route that I'm taking today. And what's amazing is how quiet it is for a Tuesday. Super quiet. Smells good too, because we're up here at Sonic now. All right. And that concludes our journey on 80 through the wind and the heat, because now we're dipping back behind the sucker. This town has so many antique malls, like way too many. I think this may have been a kill barn at one time because of what we see here. So we're up here at the tracks. This is a train town, if you didn't know. The whole reason why this town is here is the train. Wow. So a lot of these buildings were once heavily associated with the train, right? Businesses. And a lot of businesses down here were built by Jews back in the day. Jews and Christians built this town, built the commerce here. Sadly, there are no Jews here at the moment. There are still Jews in East Texas, but just not in this town, even though they built it. Yeah, really cool. I know I said I was just going to give you a tour of the route, but I'm kind of snaking my way through it. And there's that wind again. Before this was called Mineola, it had a disparaging name, right? It had a disparaging name. What was that name? It's pretty cool right here. Look at this art. Mercy. It was not called Mercy. It was not called Bedlam, but it was something nearabouts. You're my favorite find. Well, we're all decorated up for the 250. Wow, look at this right here. Patriot Hall. All branches welcomed. There's a lot of traffic all of a sudden. More snaking, more swerving. Here we go. Texarkana, Shreveport, El Paso, New Orleans. Let's go. Going over here where the bull is, where it says smoke shop. Accomplishments have been accomplished. Kind of thirsty. I got water. Tempted to go get a cup of coffee. I'd have to go up to Easy Mart, but I really just wanted to hang out here. I don't like hanging out here alone. It's kind of weird. Yeah. Bottle of water. That would be better than hanging out alone. Cup of coffee, that's even better, but it's kind of hot for it, right? And I don't really feel like spending money on coffee from Easy Mart at the moment. I just don't, but it sounds good just the same. It's a crapshoot. Yeah, you never know. You never know if it's going to be a good cup or a bad cup. Lately it's been okay, but in the past when I'd go get a cup at Easy Mart, it was 50-50 if it was going to be good or not. Let's hope it's still good and stays good. Anyway, I'm not going. Sodom. It was a nickname. Before this town was saved, before it was formed, right? It was called Sodom because all it was train workers. They were here building the train, building the tracks, and there were a lot of drinking facilities, whores, prostitution, gambling, a lot of sin. So that's what they call it. It was never like officially called Sodom, Texas. But then dudes came here. It was Christians and Jews came here to do something. And this is how you get it looking like this right here. Yeah. It's a good town. It's a good train town. Behind me is the depot. We have Amtrak come through here, and we've got trains that come, quite a few every hour. I thought maybe I'd sit here and hydrate. Tempted. I'm still tempted to go get a cup of coffee. Well, maybe I'll catch a train, is what I'm thinking, if I sit here long enough. I do want to go shoot a fishing video, but I don't feel like going down into the river bottoms. I just feel like sitting here for a moment, maybe catch something on the way back, because there are a few spots, but really it's just nice just to be here. But it sure is quiet and lonely, like for a Tuesday afternoon. There's nothing going on. There's a few people out and about. I had a nice conversation with the girl over at the smoke shop. She let me go on and on about people and their BS. Because there's a lot of people with a lot of BS out there in the world. Anyway, let me do what I'm doing. It'll all be okay, because maybe a train will come through. It's probably going to be one of those, what do you call it? It'll come to me just like Sodom did. You know what I'm talking about. It's a particular kind of line, train line. They usually roll fast, and you don't want to get stuck in the yard if you're hopping, right? Trying to get a freight out. But a lot of times it's the only kind of train you can get on. Anyway, the way I ride without brakes is about the same way I ride with brakes, because a lot of you don't know. See, I'm in my 50s, and I lived in New York for a long time, even though I'm from Texas. I was a bike messenger there for a long time, and I learned a lot. I was trained by a company called Breakaway, and that training they gave me was very beneficial. When I'm riding, I'm thinking about what's coming up. I'm looking at vehicles. I'm in deep anticipation of stuff. And that's how I ride, with brakes or without brakes. I know how to dump my momentum when my brakes fail, and I know where to go and at what speed and where I should not go. But yeah, I'm gonna get the brakes back, but I think half the battle is telling you, because content is content. Whether it's me admitting that I'm not doing good, or me flexing, showing you that I am doing good. At the moment, I'm just working, and I'm okay, but I need more money, so I need to work more, and that's what's up. I don't know if a train's gonna come through, but it is cooling off. I'll give it a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna tear off out of here. The Shriners are here. All right, I am not waiting for the train. It's right here. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time.